Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. Last Saturday was a cozy winter day at home. I'll link the video down below. This week was very different. It was 4 o'clock and I'm like, well, I wanted to make something for dessert. So we went to the fridge, pulled out these elf cookies from Christmas, got them baked up, and we have something for dessert. And I'm also going to go ahead and update my freezer inventory because I took out a 3-pack of pork chops for dinner tonight and I want to update everything. I have a 4-part food organization series linked down below. Explains a little bit more how I organize everything. And one of the things I'm doing is just taking a little look to see what I have. Our deep freezer quit, so I just have the one freezer in my kitchen. So I'm really need to stay on top of everything, see what I have. I have lots of ground beef, I have some chicken thighs, a little bit of convenience food, some popcorn chicken, sausage rounds, some cauliflower tots, a little bit of produce from the summer that I've been saving. And then we also have some convenience foods from Christmas that we didn't use up and I really want to use them too. And we actually had the wings last night. And then turn the page, and I also know that we had the Hamburg soup. I had taken that out and we had eaten it for lunch. So I want to make sure that I update everything. And then last week I also did Hamburger Helper and beef stew. So I have a couple of freezer meals. This is also the first week using this new planner. I just bought it at Winners for my meal planning, and it's just having a plan. As you can see, things change. I ended up making ramen Thursday night. Last night, frozen pizza and the takeout wings. It wasn't a great dinner. I'm trying to get away from all of that stuff. I was hoping to make a nicer dessert today, but we're sticking to the plan with pork chops, potatoes, and broccoli. And then tomorrow is a change of plans. So I'm going to use the stew and Hamburger Helper that I made last week. And I wanted to do some food prep this weekend, but I really don't think I'm going to get as much done as I wanted to because the day was just really busy and, the evening's coming and I just want to try and get done what I can. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm using HelloFresh right now. I have a video down below explaining the pros and the cons. We pay for it with our own money. I use discount codes. So watch that down below. I'm not pressuring you to purchase it because I don't benefit from it. It's something that I like to use and I find it really helps me. So this is dinner tonight, a bag of little potatoes, the broccoli. I was going to make broccoli salad. It never happened. So we're going to use that tonight. And then the pork chops. Our son likes it with shake and bake because he likes that crispiness. I buy the great value and so far they're still coming with the bags. So I'm going to get dinner prepped. We're going to use the air fryer. So I took the whole bag of potatoes and cut them into quarters, some of them a little bit smaller, a little bit of olive oil, and then this Greek seasoning. So I'm going to put them in the air fryer, 400 degrees on air fry, probably for about 20-25 minutes. And then I got the shake and bake on the pork chops. I'm using the same parchment paper that my cookies were on. So those are going to go into a 425 degree oven for 20 minutes. And then I went ahead and cut up the broccoli. I'm going to share with you how I like to cook it. And then I have the ketchup and the plum sauce. That's what our son likes to use for his potatoes and pork chops. And then I'm going to use, actually my husband and I are going to use the tzatziki to go with the Greek potatoes. So I also tidied up my fridge a little bit and I did a grocery haul. I shared it with you and I finally got it organized. So I have some things to clean up. I have raspberries, blueberries, still a lot of stuff from Christmas. I have mushrooms. There's the other thing of broccoli, some apples. I really want to get these oranges eaten up. And I also have some stuff I want to get chopped up in the freezer and all of that and make some breakfast stuff too. So I wanted to get a lot more done today, but life happens. We have bacon. I also have a lot of boursin left from Christmas. Some meat too. I got some cinnamon rolls. I also have some crescent rolls, lots of eggs. And then I wish I would have saved the other container so I could put them in there. And then I have buttermilk. I was wanting to make some pancakes this weekend, but I just don't think that's going to happen. But it's organized. I have a game plan. I know what needs to get done, but I just don't know if it's going to all get done. So this is my favorite way to cook broccoli. And I actually learned this from HelloFresh. So I have a little bit of olive oil in here, and then I'm just going to stir that around. And then you're supposed to add just a little bit of water and let it steam. So what I do is I let the pan get really, really hot, and then I put a little bit of water in here, and then it kind of steams it up. And then I'm going to season it with some pepper, a little bit of salt. You can even put a little bit of butter in here if you want. But I really like this. I've steamed them different ways. I've, roasted them in the oven, but I find this is my favorite way. And as you can see, like, it's still nice and green and they're softening up. And I just keep adding a little bit of water to kind of steam it. And then the water evaporates and then I just keep adding water. So it's just one of those things where don't add too much water because then the broccoli will get soggy. So I'm very happy with the way that they look. So I just remove it from the heat. Here is the potatoes. They are looking great. So I have ketchup on our son's plate. And then the supervisors, is there one supervisor tonight? Hunter is always keeping a close eye on me in the kitchen. Here's the finished product. Nothing fancy, but it was quick, easy, and delicious. The pork chop, I'm actually going to put some HB sauce for my pork chop. And the great thing about this was I cut everything up. This is my husband's lunch for Monday. So even though it's Saturday night, I'm thinking ahead, and the leftovers, I said, is this okay for lunch for Monday? And he said, yep. He loves the new container that was in my grocery haul. And there's the two supervisors seeing if Mom needs any help cleaning up the dishes from dinner. Look at Linus's little teeth. In last week's video, you would have seen me make these jumbo blueberry muffins. They were so good, and I still had blueberries left. So it says standard size muffins or mini muffins. Everything will be linked in that video if you want to see, and I show you the big ones that I made too. So I wanted to give them a try in the smaller tins. So I just went ahead. I have to get everything at room temperature, so I'm getting it ready. I forgot about that. So here it is. It's 822, 425. So there's the muffins. They're going to go into the 425 degree oven for 5 minutes. And then you put it down to 350, and I think you bake it for another 15 minutes. So I'm just going to try and get something done while the muffins are baking. So I think it was last week I bought a pineapple, and it was so delicious. I bought it at No Frills, and I bought 2 of them at Walmart this week. So it had been a couple of days since I bought them, and I didn't want to let them sit any longer. And this is how I cut a pineapple. I thought I'd share it with you. I've bought all of those, like, you know, those little things to core it. I just find this is the easiest way. I take the pineapple, I half it, and then I quarter it. And then I just cut the core out, and then I slice it up, and then just put it in chunks. I find that's the quickest, easiest way. Do I waste a little bit of pineapple? Maybe, but these were under $2, and you know, there's none of the brown stuff on it or the core or the peel. And this just really works for us. And these pineapples have been delicious. I was really disappointed to look at the flyers this week, and there really wasn't much fruit on sale, so that was a little bit disappointing. So it was really nice to have some nice, delicious pineapple, and here it is. It's in 2 Pyrex containers. This won't last long, and I'm really glad that there was some fruit on sale. And earlier I had gotten some more little containers out. I thought I was gonna, you know, do some other stuff, but really I didn't. It was like, you know, 8:30 by the time all of this stuff got done. So there's my husband's leftovers. There is the pineapple. I wanted to break the yogurt down, and I wanted to break something else down just to have for my husband's lunches and all of that. But we have lots of milk, orange juice, yogurt, the eggs. Like, it's pretty much the basics. And then I wanted to, like, chop up the produce and all of that. It just didn't happen. And I just wanted to share that with you because, like, I have plans, but it doesn't always happen. So I just took out Friday's load of laundry. I have to fold it, and then I put Saturday's load of laundry in the dryer so my laundry's caught back up. So here's the muffins. I'm just going to turn off the oven and let them sit for 2 minutes. So I got pineapple cut. I got my fridge tidied up a little bit. I got my laundry all caught up, and there is the muffins. I got to tell you, the jumbo ones, I enjoyed a lot more. I think they were kind of a nice, like, treat, something I wouldn't make all of the time, but I wanted to give these ones a try, and they were really good. I also used the plain yogurt instead of the sour cream. I didn't enjoy them as much as the big ones, but they were still really good. So I know many of you are asking about that, and then these were the ones that I had made last week. I really liked the big, like, I found they were a little bit fluffier. And then this is when I cut them up. I don't know, there was something about the big ones that I enjoyed. I found they were actually lighter. I don't know if I was just more relaxed that day and I didn't overmix them, and maybe these ones I did, but they were still really good. Here it is Sunday night. So there's the stew. I just dumped it into my casserole dish. It's going in the oven for an hour at 400 degrees. And there's the Hamburger Helper for our son. I just heat it up in a skillet, and then this is what the stew looked like an hour later. It wasn't as good as the night that I made it, but it was still delicious. And I was so thankful to have like home cooked meals, because like the night, like Friday night, we had like frozen convenience food and I just did not like it. So here's our dinner: the Hamburger Helper, the beef stew, and I brought in a package of buns from the freezer. So I just wanted to share a little bit of, using food from last week, how you can freeze stuff, reheat it, and I'm trying to do more of this. So if you really enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And I'm just going to try and keep some content. Like, some days are really relaxed and I enjoy in the kitchen. And then this was a night where I just needed to get some stuff done.